Right now, there's a 16-year-old kid training in his back garden who will be better than you in 6 months. Not because he's more talented, not because he trains longer, but because he knows something you don't. I'm about to show you the exact training methods that professional academies don't want you to know about. The same principles that took players from Sunday league to semi-professional in under 2 years. And the scary part? It's so simple that you'll wonder why nobody told you this before. But here's the thing. If you're watching this video right now, you're already ahead of 99% of players because they're still doing the same boring drills that their coaches taught them in the 12s. And I'm going to tell you exactly why they're keeping the average. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually got better at football? Not just train, not just play, but actually measurably improve. If you can't remember, you're doing it wrong. The players who improve the fastest all have one thing in common. They understand the rule of specificity. And this is where most players completely mess up their training. They spend hours juggling the ball, doing cone drills, running laps. But here's what the research actually shows. Your brain learns by repetition of specific movements in specific contexts. Let me break this down. If you want to get better at scoring goals, juggling won't help you. If you want to improve your first touch under pressure, doing keepy-uppies in your garden won't do anything, because your brain is learning the wrong skill. It's like trying to get better at chess by playing checkers. Similar, but completely different. Professional academies at clubs like Barcelona, Ajax, and Manchester City have known this for decades. They train in what's called the learning zone, and understanding this will change everything about how you train. There are 3 zones of training: the comfort zone, the learning zone, and the panic zone. Most players spend 90% of their time in the comfort zone, doing drills that are too easy, playing against opponents who are too slow, never really being challenged. And here's the problem. You don't improve in your comfort zone. Your brain has already mastered these movements. You're just going through the motions. Then there's the panic zone. This is when the drill is so hard, the opponent's so good, that you can't even execute basic skills. You're just surviving. Your brain isn't learning here either. It's just stressed. But the learning zone, this is where the magic happens. This is when the drill is difficult enough to challenge you, but not so hard that you completely fall apart. This is when you're forced to think, to adapt, to improve. And this is where you need to spend at least 70% of your training time. Here's exactly how to do this. Every single drill you do, ask yourself, am I being challenged right now? If the answer is no, make it harder. Immediately, add pressure, add time limits, add decision-making, add opposition. Let's talk about ball mastery, because this is where everyone gets it wrong. You've probably seen those videos of players doing insane ball mastery drills. Step-overs, rolls, flicks, looking incredible. But here's the truth that nobody wants to admit. Those moves are useless if you can't execute them at match speed, under pressure, with a defender trying to take your head off. So here's what you do instead. Take any ball mastery move. Now do it at 70% speed with your eyes up, not looking at the ball, because in a real match, you need to see the defender, the space, your teammates. Then do it full speed. Then do it with a ball coming at you from different angles. Then add a passive defender. Then make the defender active. See what we're doing? We're progressively making it harder. We're taking it from a comfort zone into the learning zone. And this is how professionals actually train. Now let's talk about the one thing that separates good players from elite players: decision-making speed. And this is the part that changes everything. The average player takes 1.5 to 2 seconds to make a decision on the ball. Professional players? 0.5 to 0.8 seconds. That difference seems small, but in a match, it's absolutely massive. It's the difference between playing a perfect through ball and getting tackled, between scoring and missing, between winning and losing. And here's the secret. Decision-making speed isn't about talent. It's about training. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. The more situations you expose it to in training, the faster it recognizes them in matches. So here's the drill that will completely transform your game. Set up any small-sided game. 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 doesn't matter. But here's the catch. You have a maximum of 2 touches. That's it. Receive, pass. Receive, shoot. Receive, dribble. This forces your brain to make decisions faster. It removes thinking time. It creates chaos. And chaos is where you learn. Do this for 20 minutes, 3 times a week. In 6 months, you'll be making decisions faster than players who've been training for years. It's genuinely unfair. But let's talk about something that nobody wants to hear. The truth about talent. Because right now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I'm just not talented enough. And I'm going to tell you why that's complete nonsense. Researchers at Florida State University studied expert performance across multiple sports. And they found something incredible. The main difference between elite athletes and average athletes wasn't genetics, wasn't natural talent. It was something called deliberate practice. And this is the most important concept in this entire video. Deliberate practice is not just training. It's not just playing. It's structured, focused work on your weaknesses with immediate feedback. Most players train by doing what they're already good at. The right-footed player who only uses his right foot. The technical player who avoids physical duels. The quick player who never works on his passing. But here's what elite players do. They identify their weakest skill. Then they spend 60% of their training time working specifically on that weakness. Not 10%, not 20%, 60%. And this is why they improve so much faster than everyone else. So here's your homework. Write down the 3 weakest parts of your game right now. Be honest, brutally honest. Is it your weak foot, your heading, your defending, your shooting, your passing under pressure? Write them down. Now, for the next 8 weeks, you're going to dedicate 60% of your training to these 3 things. Not the fun stuff, not the skills that make you look good, your weaknesses. And I promise you, in 8 weeks, you won't even recognize your own game. Let's get specific about weak foot training, because this is where you can see the fastest improvement. Right now, your weak foot is probably 40 to 50% as good as your strong foot. Professional players, their weak foot is 80 to 90% as good. And the difference in performance is absolutely massive. Here's the brutal truth. If you can't use your weak foot, you're only half a player. Defenders know it. They force you onto your weak side. They know you'll either stop, turn back, or make a poor decision. You become predictable. And predictable players don't win matches. But here's the good news. Your weak foot improves faster than any other skill. Because your brain already knows how to kick a ball. It just needs to build the neural pathways on the other side. And with focused training, you can get your weak foot to 80% in just 3 months. Every single day, 20 minutes on your weak foot. Passing against a wall. Shooting. Receiving. Crossing. Everything. No strong foot allowed. Your strong foot has had years of practice. Your weak foot deserves its turn. And use this trick when you're walking around your house. Dribble a ball with only your weak foot. Sounds stupid, but this builds the neural pathways faster than anything else. Your brain learns through repetition. So give it repetitions. Physical training. Most young players overdo it. You don't need the gym 5 times a week or fancy supplements. You need functional strength and explosive power. Acceleration, jumping, shielding, lasting 90 minutes. 3 sessions per week, 30 minutes each. Sprints, 10, 20, and 30 meters for 6 reps, and full recovery. Plyometrics, box jumps, hops, lateral bounds, 3 times 8 reps. Core, instability, planks, side planks, single leg deadlifts, Copenhagen planks, 3 times 30 to 45 seconds. That's 90 minutes total, combined with technical work and matches. No more needed. Recovery equals growth. Your body improves when resting, not training. Allow 48 hours between hard sessions. Sleep 8 to 9 hours, because growth hormone and learning happen during deep sleep. Eat real food. Carbs for energy, protein for repair, veggies for nutrients, water for hydration. Psychological training. The biggest difference isn't physical, it's mental. Fixed mindset. I'm not good enough. Growth mindset. I'll get better with effort. Mistakes are feedback, not failure. After every session, ask, what did I do well? What do I need to improve? What will I focus on next time? Game intelligence. Watch football to study, not just enjoy. Choose 3 pros in your position. Observe movement, scanning, timing. In your next game, copy one thing. Master it, then add another. 6 months of this equals elite game sense. Implementation. Knowledge means nothing without action. 8-week plan. Weeks 1 to 4. Weak foot, 20 minutes daily. First touch, 30 minutes for 3 times per week. 1 acceleration session, 1 match. Weeks 5 to 8. Decision speed, small-sided games for 3 times per week. Watch 1 pro match per week. 2 physical sessions, 1 match. Always, sleep 8 to 9 hours. Eat well, recover actively. Review sessions. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Champions train when tired, cold, and unmotivated. Follow this for 8 weeks. No excuses, and you'll transform faster than you ever thought possible. Start now. Every pro began where you are. The difference? They did the work.